going on, everybody? This is Mattdoesfitness, and what two words contain the most letters? Post office. Okay, this is my second session back, and it was deadlifts. And as you may well have been able to tell from the title, if you are good at reading between the lines, it bloody sucked. I am literally experiencing a new world of pain. I feel like, you know, Peter Andre and what's her face, Katie Price, A Whole New World. I'm imagine singing that, but just whilst you're singing it, you are on fire and drowning simultaneously. That's what I feel like. That to be fair, that anecdote made no sense. But I'm in so much pain. I can't even give you a good story about pain because I just hurt so much. Oh my god. So this was the day after my squat session. I said it in that video. I'm doing 3 days of training back to back just to get everything in, make up for lost time, and then I'll get back to normal next week. So I was ridiculously sore after the squats yesterday, and yeah, literally everything hurt. Even my forearms were sore. I don't even know how it's possible, but in this session, it was just madness. So I went for 5 sets of 3 at 200 kilos, 441 pounds, which is pretty embarrassingly light, and even that was hard work. Like, I mean, the weight felt light, but I just felt so sore. It was just hard just moving the weight. My form sucked. Obviously, because I was so sore, my technique wasn't great. Everything was kind of out of place. It was very much just like the archetypal example of just getting it done. I was literally, all that was on my mind is just getting it done, getting the sets done and going home. And that is what I did. Now, this is pretty much the funniest rep I've ever done. So you would have seen it in the intro. This is the 3rd rep of my final set. And it's just like the biggest grind I've ever done. What the hell? Luckily, no one was in the gym at this time, because if anyone else had seen me doing this, I probably would have just dropped it there because it was so embarrassing. But because I'm quite OCD, I thought it would be really annoying not to finish the last set, so I made sure I grinded it out. Pretty much the biggest hitch anyone's ever done. But I got it done. It was just, yeah, I laughed quite a lot to myself whilst watching this back because it was such a ugly session. But I got it all in, and like I said, next week the pain will start to subside and things should start to get moving. So here is the accessory work. I did 3 sets of 3, 140 kilos, 309 pounds. Very, very light, of course. Deficit paused work, so obviously it's not a massive deficit. I think that's about like maybe 2 inches, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. We're just pausing right at the bottom where I am weak, which is off the floor. Again, the weight was really light, but again, just because I'm so sore, it made it feel a little bit awkward, but I got it done. And then I did some bodybuilding type accessory work. So the focus was back and biceps, as is always the case on a deadlift day. And this was really good, to be fair. It felt really nice to be back in the gym doing some bodybuilding type stuff. I did 3 sets of 12 here on this kind of seated machine row, feeling all kinds of back engagement. And then I moved on, you'll see it in a second, to some, in fact, what that guy's doing there, I think I did those actually, like a supinated grip lat pull down. In fact, no, it's not, it's kind of a regular grip lat pull down, but the arms kind of come slightly in an outward curve as you come down, which actually engages your lats really, really well. Here I think I did 4 sets. I did the first 3 as normal sets of kind of 8 to 12. The last set I took one of the plates off, set was really light, and just did a pretty big drop set of somewhere in the region of 15 or so reps, I think. And yeah, after those 2 exercises, I was pretty fried. My grip was kind of struggling a bit. My forearms were quite kind of almost cramping out because obviously I haven't lifted in a long time, and so with all the deadlifting work and particularly with my body being sore and so struggling to support the weight, my forearms took a bit of a hammering. But I finished the session with some Preacher W bar arm curls on this little kind of seated thing, which I actually do really like. I'm starting to use this more and more. I think I did like 5 sets. I basically just took plates off as I went down the weight and did sets of kind of 8 to 12 each time. And that, my friends, was my session. And tomorrow's bench press, and then finally I can have a rest. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and I will see you tomorrow.